Can you tell us your name?
My name is Ashley Marshall.
And like age, where you go to school?
I'm
like
16 years old and I attend school at East High School.
Okay. And as you know, we're studying college readiness.
Yes.
So will you tell us about the importance of college to you?
College is important to me because I've been told that without college you really can't make that much money. Not saying that I'm money driven, but you need money to survive, and I would like to survive comfortably.
Okay. How high in your list of priorities would you say it is to go to college?
It's the number one thing. It's a number one priority.
And why?
Why? Because, as I've said before, you need college. You need to have higher education so you can have a higher job and make more money.
Okay. It sounds like we want to try to get a sense of how prepared people are for college.
Okay.
So you go to East High, you're in 10th grade. How are they doing? Like, do you feel like you're ready and being prepared well for college?
I feel like I'm ready and I feel like I've been prepared, but in that same sense, I don't believe that every other child can be prepared like how I'm prepared. I guess what I'm trying to say is every child needs something different so that they can be prepared, for the simple fact that every child does not learn the same.
But you said you think you're prepared.
Yes, I believe I'm prepared.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because well, one of the main factors is I believe my grades are good. Another factor is how I work with people. I believe I work well with people, and in an environment like college where there are a lot of people that you have to work with, I think I would do good in an environment like that. That's about it, really.
Okay. What about your level of maturity? Like where does that stand in relation to your college readiness?
I believe I'm very mature, but there's always a lot of more maturing that I could do. I'm only 16. I haven't really lived through that many situations to say I'm that mature. But college ready, I don't believe I'm that mature.
Okay.
To be in college, not yet.
Okay. Where do you think, like, college is going to be a challenge? Like, what do you think is going to be difficult about college?
I think handing assignments in on time and being consistent with assignments is really going to be a big challenge for me, because a lot of my family members have gone to college and they always say there's a lot of work to be done. And the more years you go to college, the harder the work is going to be. And, of course, what field you're studying. So I believe that's going to be a huge challenge. And also, if I was to live in a dorm with someone, like, my mother told me that two women, because I would be with another woman, but my mother told me two grown women cannot stay in one house together. It just conflicts. Which I believe, because I've tried sharing a house with another person of my age, another female, and it just did not work.
But you did say that everyone's different, and maybe there are some people out there who you could. It's possible.
That's right.
What about your environment at East High? How is the environment at East High in terms of getting you ready for college?
The environment, like the classes I take, that environment, that's kind of a hard question. The environment, I mean, it's high school, and the classes that I take a lot of honors and regents classes, that they say those kinds of classes are, you know, the higher classes that are really supposed to get students, you know, exposed to college work. So, and the environment, as of all the people around me, I guess that would be getting me college ready, because in college, you know, it's thousands of other people that you have to be around, and you have to get used to that fast movement, fast pace with people just all over the place.
You keep referring a little bit to, like, they say in college it's like this.
Well,
and right, because a little bit, how do you know really what it's like in college? Like, have you had experiences at college who have led on to what it might be like there?
I've been to a couple of colleges. I've never sat in on a class, but I've been to a couple colleges where the students are like walking around and interacting, and I noticed a few things about it. And then, as I told you, I have cousins who go to college, and they tell me a little bit about it too.
So when your cousins tell you about college, what do they say?
They say it's good and it can be fun, but you have to learn how to manage your time and, manage your homework so that the fun doesn't mess up your grades.
That sounds pretty reasonable. What are you thinking about in terms of a career?
I either want to be a teacher, an English professor in college, or a pharmacist. Not the kind of pharmacist that works behind the desk, but the pharmacist that actually makes the medicine.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Interesting. What gave you these ideas? Like, what led to that as a possibility for you?
Actually, the English teaching, all through my years of school, all my English teachers have inspired me. I've always had real close relationships with all my English teachers, and it kind of made me want to be able to have that relationship with a student, to actually feel like I inspire someone to go teach others. And the pharmacists, I'll be honest, I just heard they make good money.
Do you like science?
Yes, I always excel at science.
Okay, so that could be a possibility. Who's your toughest teacher?
My toughest teacher is actually my English teacher, Mr. Morris.
And what makes him the toughest teacher? Tell me about him.
He's like really hard on us, and he doesn't take no for an answer. And like when I'm having a bad day and I just want to put my head down, he doesn't let me. He like really gets me to work. And he's just, I don't know, he's just tough on us. And he grades like we're in college. Like what I think I should get an A on, he will give me a C, because he's grading it like I've been exposed to college work.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. It makes me want to actually get up and work harder so that I can get that A from him. Yeah.
Okay, and what's the opposite of that in a teacher? Have you had any, like, if he's tough and getting you ready for college and it makes you want to work hard to get the A, what's the flip side of that?
The flip side is...
And you don't have to give me any names, but just describe the teacher, like, what is it like?
A teacher who doesn't care whether you come to class or not, doesn't care when you do come whether you do work or not, doesn't care about prepping you for a quiz or a test, and when you do fail that quiz or that test, they don't care about helping you to go over it and actually see what you did wrong. They just overall don't care.
Okay. And with Mr. Morris, does he ever make it, like, out in the open, like, I'm trying to prepare you for college?
Yes, he says it every day, 3 or 4 times during the class period, that what he is doing is getting us ready for college.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good. It makes me feel very responsible to actually be exposed to that kind of college work at this age. So when I do go to college, I can be like, oh, Mr. Morris taught us this. And I can actually know what's going on instead of just sitting in class like, I have no idea what this is.
Do you have both those kinds of teachers at East High?
Not this year, I don't. Actually, I believe all my teachers are very much caring about me and the decisions that I make and how well I do in class.
And all of them are regularly referencing going to college and wanting you to go to college and getting you ready for going to college?
I've never heard anything different.
Wow, that's awesome. So you've had some exposure to college through your cousins. Any personal experiences that you've had at a college? Like things that you've done?
Well, when we went to the college, when we went to Nazareth,
yep.
And I used to do a tutoring at Nazareth every Wednesday, and I took a tour through St. John Fisher. I didn't really get to see all of it, but I seen a good deal of it. But most of it was just like tours and like sightings and stuff like that. I really didn't get to like see like a real class going on or any teaching or anything of that sort.
Okay. Is that something that you want to do?
I would love to.
Why don't you sit in on my class? You can come, you don't have to get up in the front and speak. You can just be like a participant, like just any student, so you can get a sense of like what it's like. I teach seniors, so you can see what seniors in college, what they do.
Yes, I would definitely love to do that.
Okay. Yeah, let's set that up.
Okay.
Okay, well thanks for interviewing. That was really good. You did awesome.
Thank you.